Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. So today I required one of my white trailer neighbors to escort me to the store. He insisted that I get a lock for my gate for my dog. He's very concerned about my dog, and he says he will get my dog when I die, which is a everyday thing for him. And he says in front of me, "Don't worry, buddy. I'll have you soon enough. Your owner will die and I will have you." I know he thinks that's funny, but I believe that's basically the only thing that he has in the way of joking. He's not a very. So let's get to it. So we were at Dollar General looking for locks because he insisted that Dollar General had locks. So we went to Dollar General to go get locks. Dollar General didn't have locks. They had sold out their last lock the day before. And what's funny is I had bought something there 2 days before, and the lady did not put it in my basket. And as soon as I walked in, the cashier recognized me and says, "You left your burrito package here." And I said, "I didn't leave the burrito package here. You didn't give me the burrito package." And so then I went looking for the locks, and they said the locks is over on aisle 10, or whatever. And I even asked assistance from one of the people working there to right next to aisle 10 if I'm just not seeing the locks. And he said, "Nope, nope, doesn't seem to be here. We must have sold out." So when I went back up top, up front, the security guard was there, and it's a woman bigger than me, bigger than me. I don't mean to laugh, but I mean I guess that's right. I guess that's appropriate for all of those people saying, "Well, you should never hit a lady." I don't think you all understand what's out there right now. Right? What's out there right now. I live next door to a woman who's bigger than me. And I don't mean she's fat. I mean she's like built like a dude, taller, thicker. And I mean it's not fat, it's just muscle. I don't know what they're feeding these people out here. So anyway, there was a guy in the Dollar General that I noticed his haircut, and I'm all about haircuts. Lately I've been really toying over whether to shave my head or whether to get it cut. I don't think anybody can really cut it. I have dreadlocks, so I don't know what to do. And saw these hairstyles in Fallout 4 of men's haircuts. It's been on my brain about haircuts. So this guy had a haircut that looked like some Spanish singer or something like that. So no padlock at Dollar General. Well, a block away is Walgreens. I said, "We can go to Lowe's." And I said, and he's like, "Well, I don't want to go to Lowe's. That's really far." This guy doesn't do anything. Nothing. He does absolutely nothing. I have a heart condition. I have severe high blood pressure. Walking is gold for me, right? So the further the better, the longer the better. This dude has nothing to do. He sits around with his dogs all day long. No wonder he's in the trailer. And I try and convey to him, it says, "There's two of you. You have a wife and you contributing to the bills. I just have me. So all of you people with 5 people in the house, all grown people, there should be absolutely no reason you all shouldn't be rich, right? There's one of me, and there's five. There's a lady. There's a family across from me, directly in front of me. 10 people living in a 3-bedroom trailer. So we went to Walgreens instead of Lowe's. Was Walgreens just half a block away? So that guy was in Walgreens. So we found the padlocks, and that guy happened to walk through the aisle. And I said, "I like your hair." And he looked Spanish, so I said it in Spanish. "Me gusta su pelo." And so, and here's the point of this video. As we're walking away from that guy, or away from the aisle, my neighbor turns to me and gives me this look like, ugh. I go, "What?" And it just dawns on me. There's so much negativity in the United States, at least. Everything's so negative, negative, negative. On my channel, you all are so negative, so discouraging. "Oh, this video was terrible." The video was terrible? Are you using the right words? Do you know what the word terrible means? This is bad. This is the worst. Do you know what these words mean? And it doesn't reflect on me because I know my videos are terrible. I know my videos are not bad quality. I know my videos are awful. These are horrible words that you use to simply mean you don't understand that video, you don't know what's going on. I put a lot of subtlety in my videos, and I know I shouldn't do that. I know I need to make videos for idiots because almost none of you. I did a video talking about is the NFL auction, and the word is right in the title. Is the NFL auction modern day slavery to young boys? What is the video about? It's talking about young boys. It's not talking about football players. It's not talking about owners. It's talking about young boys watching the NFL auction. And almost 90% of the comments are about millionaire football players. Also, just as a side note, not everybody who plays football in the NFL makes $1 million. In fact, there are people in the NFL, in the NBA, in the major leagues who actually get MVP of games and they do not have not even $1 million contract, not even a $1 million, not even one. How does that happen? They walk on, they try out, and they outperform what they were expected to do. Yeah? So not everybody you see on TV is a millionaire. Some people are there making somebody else goo gobs of money. Everybody talks about the players are overpaid, the players are overpaid, the players are overpaid. Do you know how much money is actually trading hands behind the scenes? It amazes me how much lack of knowledge that there is. And that all goes to the discouragement. The neighbors, I understand, are in a terrible position. I guess basically they're the working poor. They're in terrible positions. They're living in not so great homes. Uh, I think this is for me. This is fantastic. I'm saving. I'm saving a lot of money. This is great. This is fantastic. And I have 2 bedrooms. So one bedroom is an office. I need a maid. I need a maid severely. I need a sanitation crew to come up in here. Simply because I bend over and I'm almost done. I'm almost done for. If I bend over in my present condition, if I bend over, I decided I was going to dust the canned food that bought a shelving thing for, and I put all my canned food on there. I decided to dust the cans because Las Vegas is very dusty. So around can number 10 of me bending over, I was done. I was like, I think if I bend over one more time, I'm going to pass out in my house and they're going to find me stinking in about a week, right? I don't know how long it takes to stink, right? You know what I mean by stink, right? I'm not talking about going to the bathroom on myself. I'm talking about passing away. Right now, I can barely. I don't know if you can tell. I can barely speak. And if you've heard me rant lately, I can barely get out a sentence. Of just talking taxes me. So anyway, the neighbor gives me this look, and it just dawns on me just how negative the United States is, and just how negative people are. And it has nothing to do with poverty. It has everything to do with what you're surrounded with. The news is surrounding you with negativity, fear mongering, hatred all day long. I want you to be aware of it now. And I want you also to be aware, all of these people who says, I'm a single mom and I'm great. I'm fantastic with my children. Are you really? Are you sure about, like John Cena says, are you sure about that?
Are you sure about that?
Are you really? You sure about that? Why is it that your child then goes to school and insults all the other children? Oh, don't worry. All the other children insult him back or her back. And that's the way life is in the United States. And we're talking about, oh, this generation has no appreciation. What are you talking about? This generation has no appreciation. You don't have any appreciation either. I complimented a guy on his haircut, and this guy looked at me like not the guy. As soon as I complimented him in English and then immediately went to Spanish, it changed the entire dynamic of that guy's perception. he smiled and actually laughed. He was like, "Oh my God, a black guy speaks Spanish." That's funny. I mean, I'm sure he didn't say it like that, but it's shocking to a lot of Spanish speaking people when I speak Spanish to them. Uh, I just notice hanging out with these people, and I hope it's not rubbing off on me just how negative. There's nothing positive about anything going on in their day. Nothing positive. And when I try and talk about the news or politics with my neighbors, they come back with the most fear mongering, hateful stuff you've ever heard because that's what the news is. Like I just did a video on Trump talking about Trump is talking about he's going to do peace. So then I go to the news and they say the exact opposite. Trump is interfering with the peace process. What? Wait, what? All the other politicians around the world are trying to encourage Trump to assist in the peace process. But the news spins it the exact opposite because the news is negative. In for news, in for negative. I just made this video so you could be aware of the negativity that you put out in your life. And I want to motivate you to be positive in your life, especially you parents. Even the ones who say you're so fan, no, you're not. I live in a park with a whole bunch of families, and I see how these people. Now, of course, I'm not going to step in and say, "Hey, Helga, that is no way to talk to your son. That's no way to talk to your daughter." The family that's 10 people living in a 3-bedroom trailer, they curse each other out. And when I say each other, I'm talking about 11-year-old girl cursing out the mom, cursing out the dad. They physically fight each other. And the mom, of course, is 400 pounds. And yes, of course, everybody's white. I'm talking about white. I'm the only piece of obsidian in this entire in this entire park. Now, of course, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to step in and say you're doing this wrong. You're you're encouraging, but obviously the ten family person, you're encouraging your family, your sons and daughters to be negative because all you give them is negative. In training the dog, they said be positive only with training your dog. Do not be negative ever with the dog because the dog uh, perceives negativity as I'm going to run away, I'm going to bite, I'm going to, right? So if you encourage them to do the right thing, the dog responds to encouragement, which is what? Treats, right? Humans are no different. Trust me, they're no different. They're absolutely no different. And if you're negative with them, it puts them in defensive position and puts them in a sort of position of I'm going to live like untrusting and all sorts of stuff. I just want to just point out, and please don't come on my channel and be. I've taken to the point now of just banning people because just gets old. I mean, you have nothing to say but something negative, and you have nothing to show for what you're even talking about. You have zero expertise. You have no subscribers. You don't have a Twitter account. You have nothing to. You have absolutely no idea what it is to be a producer. I don't care if you work a job. A producer is a person that actually provides something. And I'm not talking about getting a paycheck and putting food on the table. I'm talking about actually producing. You do know that the Supreme Court of the United States said that having a job is contracted slavery. It is not production. Production is owning your own business. Production is being an officer in the company. That means that you are in charge of finance. You are in charge of operations. And you are sharing in the profits of the company. You are producing. And while people say the front line is the most important part of the company, that is hogwash because you're a dime a dozen. At any moment, some black person or Mexican or even now a robot can do what you do. And I just saw a video that said, given time and how quickly AI is advancing, there will come a time when nothing humans do will be incapable for a robot to do. Nothing. So all of these people saying that, oh, humans are invaluable. There are things that even robots can do. Nope, given time and technology, robots will be able. I'm not saying they will. I'm not saying they're like it. Look at this. How about this? They are now making robots to be companions to old people. Son, daughter doesn't want to hang out with mom, dad, grandma, granddad. They're making robots who are who are providing that service to old people. So just so you know where the future is headed. And I said that to say people think they're special and they think that their opinions are special and they think that shoving out negativity left and right towards each other. There's a motivational poster, a motivational saying, motivational picture that says, say something encouraging at least once a day, every day to somebody. 365 days you have said something encouraging to somebody, the world will be a better place. Entrepreneurs want to be motivated. They have to have self motivation. So they have to be encouraging, not discouraging. Being the best entrepreneur is creating win win situations, not negative situations, not I win, you lose situations. That's a zero sum. One minus one equals zero. That's a zero sum game. I win, you lose is a zero sum game. I win, you win is fantastic. It means anytime you come around me, what's going to happen? You're going to win. That's how I live my life. That's how I am to. I give a guy a compliment. He has a nice day and he perceives that I'm not trying to do something other than compliment him, especially with a breakout with Spanish, be all like, I'm all that in a bag of chips, buddy. Hang out with me. Now, what was funny is I thought he was a poor person because his clothes were dirty. As we were leaving Walgreens, he gets into like a $60,000 truck. He probably is not of the ilk to be discouraging all day long, right? Because you don't get into a $60,000 truck if all you do is zero sum games all day. One minus one equals zero. That's not how you get a $60,000 truck. I'm assuming, right? He's not riding the bus. He has dirty clothes, probably because he's one of the wealthier people in the country and who don't care about the looks. It's about what's really important. And for me, the heart and the brain is really important. For all of these people coming onto my channel talking about money is evil and trying to get money is evil. Please just go. Just leave. Don't need you. If that's your mindset, I'm trying to encourage people to be entrepreneurs to get their own. I want you to see the other side of it. If you had $1,000,000, how many more people could you help? Do you know people have come to me with problems and I've literally said, that's no problem. Here, that's solved with money. Don't worry about it. Don't stress out over it. Don't kill yourself over this. Meaning don't stress out and worry yourself to death. It's solved by money. Money is not evil. Evil is evil. Guns aren't evil. Evil is evil. Forks aren't evil. Right? Right. Forks are to blame for people getting fat. Evil is evil. That's it. And good is good. If you're a good person, you're good all the time, which means you're not discouraging your fellow man. And this is not religious talk. This is motivational talk. This is how entrepreneurs live their life, right? Work hard, be motivated, be self-motivated. Stop running around insulting people that you have absolutely no idea about. Goodness gracious. Stop watching the news. Stop watching the news. You can get your news here. I'm going to give you the full scoop. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. I hope you have an encouraging, motivational day.